Welcome friends, welcome to Chef Cook's German Style Culinary Apprenticeship Program. What we have planned for many years now is to give cooks, home cooks, professional cooks, culinary students, the opportunity to follow one of the most famous, definitely one of the best, if not the best, culinary apprenticeship programs in the world, which is mostly Germany, Switzerland, Austria, and France, of course. We're not actually an online cooking school, far from it. You know who we are, you know what we are. We'll give you the best service that we can. We help you navigate the internet, finding the best there is in culinary equipment, culinary uniforms, recipes, food blogs, etc., etc., etc. So over the past few months, when I went online to discuss certain issues with chefs from around the world, what came up repeatedly was the level of education that many cooks around the world have. And unfortunately, the majority of cooks don't have the level that they could have because it's not offered in the countries where they reside. There are, of course, exceptions. There are hotels, restaurants, private mentors that take young cooks under their wings and teach them whatever they have learned over the years and over the decades. However, with the amount of cooks we need these days, millions of restaurants and hotels and any other food operations around the world, that's sometimes not enough. And I've been thinking for a long time, what can we do? And I started a blog recently, or rather a group within a blog called Keeper of the Flame. Some of you probably have read it in my newsletter last month. And it's basically, how can we teach young cooks, new cooks, cooks new to the profession, skill levels and knowledge that they could not otherwise receive unless they pay an enormous amount of money at culinary schools, tremendous amount of time on schools, be there community colleges, private colleges, whatever. And what I came up with was the Chef Cook's German Style Culinary Apprenticeship Program. It is in no way, of course, a real apprenticeship. It's what it is it lists all the proficiencies, recipe proficiencies that a cook in Germany, Austria, France, Switzerland has to master after 3 to 3.5 years for the final test before they receive a diploma. There are between 550 and 600 proficiencies, recipe proficiencies, plus a whole lot of other stuff. Safe serve, food cost calculations, management skills, serving skills, food history, food knowledge, beverage history, beverage knowledge, etc., etc., etc. But like I said, I'm going to have a lot of this available through Chef Cook. But for me, the most important thing is to make you aware of the tremendous amount of just recipes a cook in those countries, and I'm going to say those countries from here on, it's those 4 countries that I mentioned, must master in order to even get to the test. And the most important thing, once you get to the test and you pass, that's when we in Europe and those countries, when we consider ourselves to be ready to learn and get on our way to become one day a chef after 3 years apprenticeship with cooks, certified by the government. But with this knowledge and skills, which is the minimum, we then go on years and years of actually working in kitchens and moving up the ladder, more or less slowly or fast, whatever is in your capabilities. And then a few years later, we are getting ready to do our master's degree. As far as I know, in America, there are about 70 or 80 masters, master chefs. In Europe, we have many, many thousands, because that's what we do. We don't stand still. We move on to the next level. We become masters, which is a requirement by the government if we want to have apprentices. So you cannot have an apprentice in your kitchen if you don't have the master title, the title of a master chef, which is a good thing because it ensures the quality. At least it ensures that the knowledge is there to teach new apprentices. The quality then will be tested by the government when it comes to the apprenticeship final test. So having said that, that gives you a general idea of what we're trying to do. This is my welcome message to you, to our culinary apprenticeship program, online course. There is of course no fee, there is no time limit, there are no grades. All we do is give you the opportunity to learn on your own pace without spending any money, what a German apprentice learns in Germany over the course of 3.5 years, usually working 5 days a week. During my times it was 6, sometimes 7 days a week, but things have changed. 5 days a week, and after 3 years, being ready for the final test. Again, how long it takes you, how intense you want to learn. You want to learn one recipe a day, you want to learn one recipe in 3 days, you want to learn one in a week, you want to learn 3 a day if you have the time. That's entirely up to you. The only thing we require from you, honesty, in the sense that if you move on to the next one, make sure you master to a decent level at least the previous recipe. If you don't move on. Try again, practice until you master it, then move on to the next. Of course, in the beginning that will be a little bit difficult. I usually compare it with a snowball. You make a little ball of snow and put it on a slight hill. What's going to happen? Nothing's going to happen. If you push it and then push it and then push it and then push it, all of a sudden it starts to get momentum and it gets bigger and bigger, and it's going to roll faster and faster. And hopefully the same thing will happen with your knowledge and your skills once you start. All beginnings are difficult and hard, but as you go on, as you gain knowledge and skills and confidence, you will see that there is a reason why there are so many cooks, certified cooks in Europe, because it's not that easy, it's not rocket science. It just requires dedication and hard work. So welcome aboard and good luck, and you know how to contact us. Just go to contact@chefcook.us if you have any specific questions, any comments. Just contact us, we'll get back to you real fast. And within the month of September we will start with our first video and printed recipes, and off we go. Again, welcome and good luck.